Let's get a quick take on a congressional panel ordering the Department of Veterans Affairs to hand over the results of an internal investigation of the Aurora VA hospital project. Patty Calhoun from Westward. Well, it's taken a long time to get this kind of a response, but does it mean anything?
Well, this is not MSNBC asking for the internal investigation. It's Congress. And the outrages that have gone on and the delays in the VA hospital here are so egregious that, yes, Congress should be able to get this.
Mike Krause, the Independence Institute, joins us. A congressional panel, is that going to mean some action, or is this just for show?
Well, it'll mean hopefully the report gets released, but to Patty's point, this is like something out of a fiction novel. I mean, it really is, this whole thing from beginning to end. And the congressional panel, does this mean action? Look, there's been some degree of action, but there was never any doubt but that they were going to get their money to finish that project. Never any doubt. The hospital will get opened. It will be under. And so moving forward, I think people just want this to get the hospital open, get it staffed, which will probably be another $3, $4, $5 billion. Get some X-ray equipment in there, another 6, 7, 8 billion, and then forget about it and brush it under the rug and move on to the next boondoggle.
Obviously, our optimists at the table. Eric Sonderman, political analyst. At this stage of the game, with as far as the hospital's been built in Colorado, is this investigation more about avoiding future problems?
Part of it's for show, part of it's a cautionary tale of future projects, and you know the future, maybe the boondoggles won't be of this magnitude and the overruns of this magnitude, but you know this isn't completely unheard of in Washington. Maybe they'll increase the budget now $250,000 to comply with getting the documents, and then if they can find some employee to stall or delay, they'll get a bonus of a few $100,000 because the VA loves to pay bonuses, as we have found out.
They certainly do. Running at the panel, Gregory Moore, former editor of the Denver Post. Thank you for being here. Wrap it up for us. Is this something that maybe might be a bipartisan issue in Congress, that everyone can agree that this is an absolute boondoggle?
Uh-oh, yeah, I think everyone can agree that it's a boondoggle and a very expensive one. I think it's really important, if there's any sworn testimony, to get some people under oath talking about this thing. I mean, trying to understand from beginning to end how this happened, where the original agreement was written on a napkin. Let's start there, and figure out how you avoid something like this happening again. I think it's important to put a period on it, and I think that's what they're trying to do.